Good evening, friends. So this video is all about rupee depreciation. So how it actually happening, and what are all the major causes for rupee depreciation. So I have some points with me. So not points, some keywords. So from that, I'm going to explain it elaborately. Okay, so recent news tells about one US dollar, which is equal to around 93 Indian rupee, which is all-time high comparing with the US dollar. So this is various reasons. Okay, so this is because of main reason, global uncertainty because of recent changes done by US President Mr. Donald Trump. So not only the reason, apart from that, there are many reasons. So inflation rate in India, and RBI recent some changes in its monetary policy. So these are the major causes which creates Indian rupee less. Okay, so the first reason is, first of all, we need to know about what is exact definition of rupee depreciation, which is the exchange rate. Okay, exchange rate, which shows how many Indian rupees are required to purchase a foreign currency in India. Right? You understand? Okay. I already told you that example is, if we want to purchase one US dollar in India, we need 93 Indian rupee. Okay, 93 Indian rupee, right? Okay. So if we actually purchase one product by using the 93 rupee, the US person is also spending the same product in from his pocket only $1. Okay, so earlier from our side, which was actually 88 rupee. Okay, now we have a 93 rupee for the same product. Okay, for some particular time period. Okay, which means we are actually putting our extra money for the same product. Okay, so the factors are, the first one is high demand for foreign currency. Okay, the second one is capital outflow. The third one is inflation difference. Okay, inflation difference, uh, inflation in India and other country. Okay, this is a main reason. And the fourth one is a global economic conditions. Okay, the first one is a high demand for foreign currency. So why actually India needs foreign currency? So in order to purchase or in order to import a goods from the other country, we have to pay for that in foreign currency, right? So we are actually paying the goods in dollars, right? If we purchase more imports, if we purchase more goods or we import more goods, we have to pay more foreign currency for that. Okay, so it means we need more foreign currency. Okay, so that time the foreign currency value is actually increased. Okay, so in that same way, we have to tell that the foreign currency value is same, but the Indian rupee is actually depreciated because of high import. Okay. We can go with one example. If we import more crude oil from USA, we have to give more currency, dollar, from our pocket. Okay, so there is some vacuum in US dollar for our next import. Okay, so that we have to fulfill the vacuum. Okay, so that we have to purchase US dollar from market in order to put our Indian rupee for that. For that, rupee demand actually falls, and foreign currency value is increases, right? That is the one reason. The second reason is capital outflow. Okay, so the capital outflow means there are two capital inflows. Okay, So one is FDI, another one is FPI. The FDI is a foreign direct investment, which the foreign country actually invested in India for a long term. It is a tangible goods or a tangible investments. Okay, so which means the long term investments. Okay, so if they want to a country which it really wants to exclude from that investment, that is very difficult, because that is a long term investment. If they want to quit suddenly, they will actually face the consequences in negative way. The volatility in FDA is very less. Okay, so another one is FPA, foreign portfolio investment, so which is the investors investing in Indian equity. Okay, equity means share market. Okay, so if a foreigner want to invest in one company's equity, he actually invest easily through the market. Okay, whenever he wants to quit or he wants to get off his money from that company, it was a easy process. Okay, so these two are major currency inflow into India, right? The second thing, okay, FPI, whenever there is some political or uh, the economic uncertainty happened with India and some other country, so the investors are afraid of their money will be lost. Okay, afraid of their money is going to get lost. Okay, so that they are actually in pull back their money from India, invested in somewhere where which were actually getting giving the more profit. Okay, so that the recently the tariff from the US government actually makes uncertainty in among Indian companies, so that the investors are concerned their money, so that they are actually getting their money from the stock market and invested it in somewhere else, which gives where the investment gives high profit. Okay, so this is one reason. Okay, the another capital outflow, the reason is the a country's federal reserve or the country's reserve bank changes in the monetary policy or interest rates. Okay, so for example, earlier the US government increases its interest rate. Sorry, in US there is an interest of a 4% only. So now the US government wants to increase its interest to 6%. So from that we can conclude there is a possibility of getting the profit is very high. Okay, because there is a 2% interest rate is increased. Okay, so investing in a US dollar is very safe. Okay, compared to the other currency, because the volatility of dollar is very less, so that the investors are trying to pull the money from the other country to invested in US dollar, right? So that from Indian money which was invested by the foreign investors actually getting out from the Indian banks and invest markets and bonds. Okay, so invested in the US dollar, where they felt that they will actually get safer and reliable profits. Okay, this is the one another one reason. So then the third one is the inflation difference. Okay, inflation difference. Okay, so inflation means continuous rising of goods in a particular period. Okay, so today I have 1 kg of sugar for 100 rupee. So the next month the price of the sugar will be around 107. That means the inflation rate is 7%. Okay, for the same product I have to pay extra 7 rupee. Okay, that is inflation. Okay, so the increasing inflation rate in India. Okay, that is the one major reason for the rupee depreciation, because the inflation makes Indian goods Indian goods very high. Okay, we will go with one example. Okay, so one country, for say it country X. Okay, it is actually purchasing 100 rupee product from India. Okay, it is actually importing from India. Okay, 100 rupee product. If the inflation rate is increased to the 107, okay, 100, okay, 100, okay, 100 rupee 107. So the country is thinking that if we want to give our instead of giving the extra amount to this product, why we not go to the same product to the other country which gives very less than the recent price in India. Okay, so in recent price in India is 107 rupee. Okay, so if any country giving the same product in 103, in that way, the from the country's point of view, it is a win-win situation. Okay, not a win-win situation, it is a positive for the country. Okay, so this is the major reason for rupee depreciation in inflation difference, right? Another one reason, the final reason, is the global economic conditions. Okay, global economic conditions, we can say it war-like situations, or any economic crisis, so which create the political uncertainty or economic uncertainty, so that the investors are actually getting the money, and there are some trade disturbance happening, so that there will be rupee depreciation will happen. So these four are the major points on rupee depreciation. I hope you will find this video informative. So okay, we will see it in our next video. Okay, so I want to conclude this video here. Okay, the feedback is, so I actually not comfortable with fluency, so I have to work more on fluency, because so it reduces my confidence level. Okay, so this is true, it reduces my confidence level. Even though I have some points in my mind, I could not actually deliver it in a better way. So it should be overcome by practice only. Okay, so from this video I concluded by, I will practice more on my coming days. Okay, so tata, bye bye. We will see in our next video. Tata, bye bye.